So when I was a kid, I used to collect comic books. And on the back page was an advertisement for X-ray hypno glasses. Well, of course, as a child, I was really intrigued because it was a guy that was hypnotizing a girl. You could do that in those days on the back of comic books. And I thought, well, wait a minute, you know what? My audience probably should be caught up to date and find out if there's still X-ray hypno glasses around. So I thought it would be an opportunity to let me introduce you to a hypnotist, a professional hypnotist, Alan Handelsman. Welcome to this segment that I always find fascinating, but particularly with this. With movies, we used to see the guy with the watch, right?
Yes.
Did that work?
Yes, it can work. It's one way of doing it. I got one of those watches, and the first day I brought it into the office, someone says, "Do you have one of those watches?" And I brought it out to show them. But it's just one way of many to get the job done.
They just wanted to know what time it was, though. Alan Handelsman, a professional hypnotist who does it without hypno glasses. There always seemed to be something, though, and still many people say there's something of the occult, the mystic about hypnotism. After all these decades and centuries, is there something mystical about hypnotism?
There's nothing more mystical about hypnotism than there is about the human mind. I like to make hypnosis ordinary. That we're using the natural abilities of the mind, the body, to heal itself, to repair itself, to get better, just as you would get better by going to a class or reading a book.
Where does one go to a class to learn to be a hypnotist? Is there really a Hogwarts?
Thanks for dispelling that myth of the occult. I don't know if there's a Hogwarts. You don't have to go that far. There are schools of hypnosis. There are teachers. I've done some personal trainings as well. So there's training readily available. There's a lot of people who would like to share this knowledge.
Why do people come to you therapeutically?
One of my favorite things to work with, and when I get the most response or the most enthusiastic response, is help people to sleep better. Anything that's stress related. I help people lose weight, perform better. I've helped a lot of people with their golf games and tennis games and all sorts of things, help people pass exams, oral exams, any kind of performance this adds an X factor that helps in performance, no matter how good you are.
I have been told, Alan, that that hypnosis may be one of the most successful methods of cessation of things that are habitual, like smoking.
Right. Yeah, smoking, any habits. Anytime you want to change a habit, whether you want to get rid of an old one or install a new one, hypnosis can help, because all you're doing is using more of your inner strength. So it's not my strength that helps you get through. It's opening up your own inner strength.
I know that you take this very seriously, and I believe very strongly in the benefits because I've seen it work. But we have usually associated hypnotism, most of us lay people, with stage practices, comedy, performance at a comedy club. And do you resent those people?
Only some of them. If they're getting more laughs than I am when I'm on stage. No, hypnosis is a vehicle. It's a process. So it's like a car. Now, a car can take you to the beach. It can take you to a circus. It can take you to the IRS office. So where you go with it depends on how you use it. So it's just a vehicle, and If somebody can get laughs, and a lot of people enjoy the release, it lets go of some inhibitions for people, and they get to hear laughter on stage, and as a performer, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
Well,
So
you have just intrigued me now on a personal basis to use your services, because if I can get laughs, then for crying out loud, it's worth the money. How do I get in touch with you?
You can text me or call me at 602-478-8346. I have a website, MBS Hypnotherapy, which stands for Mind, Body, Spirit Hypnotherapy, or you can think of it as Much Better Stuff Hypnotherapy.
And if it's all successful, you'll be able to spell Handelsman after this whole session is over. Alan, I thank you so much for joining us as we have introduced the folks, not only to you, Alan, but also to the world of hypnotism.
Thank you, Pat.